By the way, when you reach back into that position where you got the toe pick inside the curve, now if this foot turns, now it's not inside the curve anymore. So you want to try to make this skate out that way. You don't want this to turn as you're reaching back. You're going to lose your position. So when I'm doing a Lutz jump, I'm thinking of this foot going to that side of my body and this foot going to the other side of my body, right? So my spine is in the middle. This foot's on one side, this foot's on the other side. I'm kind of exaggerating. Most people, I'm not going to use that much cross typically on a Lutz, but you get the idea. So that's why it's very important to be able to do this exercise. I've got the position, I've got control, I can sustain that position, right? I don't want to lose that position. Yeah, so the next step is maybe do a single. If you're learning your Lutz, you can go ahead and do a single Lutz next. So I'm just going to do a little baby single Lutz here. I go on my outside edge the old-fashioned way. You can do another entry if you want. Yeah, that's a nice single Lutz off an outside edge, right? Yeah, I learned to do that, and then, you know, add more and more speed, more and more height. Maybe a deeper edge, more cross of the legs, and you can do your double and eventually get to your triple. Doing a quadruple Lutz with my method is probably going to be quite difficult, actually. You know, so probably most skaters that do a quadruple Lutz do have to use the flip jump technique with the supination to some extent. This does make the Lutz jump actually, even though it's a more beautiful jump, it's more of a figure skating move, it does make it a little bit more difficult to get the rotation of the Lutz. So I will say that. I'm not saying this is the only way, you know, this is the trend, the fad now is to do this supination methodology. I told you at the beginning this was going to be a controversial video, but you want to expose yourself with different opinions on this matter. If you look at my coach, Sheldon Galbraith, coached Don Jackson, who, as most of you know, landed the first triple Lutz in competition in the 1962 World Championships. And the technique back then, if you look at Don Jackson's triple Lutz, that was really quite different technique. He leaned a lot, he bent a lot into his hip, so in the takeoff he leaned a lot forward, didn't he? And then, but he jumped major high. It was a really high jump. And he rotated with his feet. He didn't rotate in the backspin position like we do nowadays. He rotated with his feet beside each other. So, and then he landed on a nice back outside edge. The landing wasn't perfect, but yeah, good for Don for doing that first triple Lutz, and good for my coach, Sheldon Galbraith, who taught Don and encouraged him to do that triple Lutz in the Worlds. Anything else you think I should add to this video, Ryoko, about Lutz?